I'm redecorating. Does it look balanced? It's kind of comfy and cozy down there. And I moved some things around. I need some throw pillows. But I'm kind of happy with it as long as it's looking balanced. I got to get my daughter to take a look at it. She's fantastic at doing that. This is my father's puzzle table. In fact, I gave him this whole entire area over here for his puzzles, and he has a direct view of the television. Hi guys, welcome back. One of my subscribers, Kim Valentino, was having a problem. It's a good possibility that others are having the same problem, so we're going to address this. Now, Kim had written to me, and she was having trouble holding the point on her pencil. They were breaking off, and she was getting very frustrated that she keeps having to sharpen her pencil going down. And her pencils were just whittling away to nothing. Today I wanted to give her some advice that may help her. There are a few reasons why a pencil point would break and break constantly. So you have your pencil, and sometimes the core is not centered. And when the core isn't centered, the pencil wears on one side. Now this is pretty centered. This is a Prismacolor. She's not breaking Prismacolors, which was an odd thing. She's breaking a harder wax pencil, which is also a little bit weird because it's usually the softer wax pencils that break. So the first thing I would do is check the core. You may have a bad batch of pencils. Your cores might not be in the right position. It's usually not 100% centered, but it's usually in the middle. If you had a pencil that was off-center, you would see it. Another reason why a pencil would break is that the inner core is shattered. Now, this is not as common as people think. Oh, you're shattering the core. These pencils are made pretty good. The pencil sets that she has are not bad pencils. They don't have bad reputations of being core breakers. Older Prismacolors do, especially the ones that came out of Mexico. So that may not be her problem. Now, since she is experiencing this with more than one set, more than likely, it's technique. And there would be two reasons why her technique would break pencils. Well, first of all, her sharpening. And I asked her about what she was sharpening with, and she's just, any pencil sharpener type of thing. The most common sharpener are one of these. You can get it in different brands. I tried the Prismacolor brand. I absolutely hated it. If you're using the Prismacolor brand pencil sharpener, I would just get rid of it. I broke more pencils with that one than any other pencil sharpener I've ever had. It was awful. I used to love the Color It pencil sharpener. If you're using just a generic one like this, I have many of these. Most people go in and just sharpen their pencil like this. I'm going to recommend, if you are using one of these, not to do that. Let me break my tip off. Go in and sharpen it like this. It puts less stress on the tip. And you get a nice, sharp tip. If these become old and dull, what it's going to do is develop burrs on the line here. Sometimes they're very hard to see, and it will snag your wax in bad places and actually pull it. So these really should be changed out way more often than people do. You want to keep this blade sharp, and there's nothing you can really do to replace them. The replacement blades are probably as expensive as the pencil sharpener itself. So just change these up pretty often. I recommend something other than one of these. My go-to, absolute love this pencil sharpener is Toho. I have reviewed them many times, and I will tell you, this thing is a workhorse. It never fails me. It's got a stop in it, and it stops. I get a perfect point every time. I have used this about 500 times on pencils, and it hasn't needed a charge. I've only charged it 2 times since I've gotten it. So this is a workhorse. Charger, put it on your computer or any USB port charging station, and you have a powerhouse again for another 500 pencils. If this like goes off my desk and breaks, I absolutely am going to buy another one of these. And I am not a sponsor. I love this pencil sharpener. Now, people say, oh, they don't want to use electric pencil sharpeners. It whittles down their pencils. No, it doesn't. Not really. Here is a brand new pencil. Let's measure it up with another one. Exactly the same size. Okay? We'll put this pencil, make sure I'm getting the right spot, this way. Let's check the size of the pencil. Right there and right there. They're practically the same size. There's the end. There's the end. All it does is bring it to the point. It doesn't whittle it down unless you sit there and you grind it on purpose down to get your points each and every time. It's not going to grind your pencil down. It's only going to sharpen it. The next issue that it could be is the way you're holding your pencil. When you've got a fresh point, do not color like this. This is a good point. It's not going to do it. What it normally does, it'll break the tip off if you color like this. Okay? If you're having tip breaking issues, go at a 90-degree angle when it is at its finest. Let's see if I can get a really big tip. Okay. There it goes. Okay? That's at this angle. Go more up and down until that tip is gone. And it's whittled down to about this size. It'll stabilize it. And you won't break your tips. The problem is that you're probably going too hard on the pencil. And I suggest you're probably holding the pencil down here, like a lot of people do, and then going like that on its side. Hold the pencil further back, which is where you really should be holding Prismacolors. Not supposed to be holding Prismacolors down there. They should be held like an artist back here, because you can control your pressure back here, and you won't go too hard too fast. So if you hold it back here, but the first couple of strokes, it's up, hold it back here, then you are in full control. You won't break your pencil point. You also won't apply as much pressure. Also, don't stay in the same spot on the pencil for a very long time. So say I'm going like this. Every few strokes, twist the pencil. Just like that. Just release the pressure and twist it. This will keep your pencil wearing down evenly. And that should get rid of your problem.